Okay, and I think we're live. Hi, ladies. Good morning. Happy Saturday. Hope everybody's doing great. This Saturday, happy Saturday, everybody. I have a special guest with me this morning, Marsha Golangco. She's a dear friend of mine. She's my second mama. I call her my second mama. She's just an amazing person. But she's an entrepreneur. She's an author. She wrote a couple of books. She also participated in our book anthology. I love her heart. She's a big community leader and advisor for the Women of the World Network as well, where she's helping us shape this beautiful community going forward. And I wanted to invite Marsha today to speak about this interesting topic that we always hear, but we are always curious about. What is it? How does it work? I know I do, and I think it's a very interesting topic when it comes to our everyday life. So we're going to talk about environmental Feng Shui. And before we go there, I would like to give it to Marsha, so you can introduce yourself. Marsha, if you want to go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yes, thank you, Elle, for inviting me. Hello, hi, friends. I'm Marsha Golangco, and I'm originally from Hong Kong a long time ago, and settled in this beloved country of mine and ours. And I live a very productive and proactive life, and sharing many expertise with others. And as Elle mentioned, feng shui is what is the topic we are going to share today. And I must say, I grew up with feng shui. I'm originally from Hong Kong, as I say, and it's already very popular in Hong Kong. Feng shui is wind and water. So it's really a big deal. It's an ancient topic and a kind of holistic system that exists in our life, even without us knowing it. Because feng shui is offers a very wise way of living, whether it's from your own self, from within, your own taking care of yourself. We call it self-care nowadays. It's a whole system as a person, and then it's extended to your family, your home, and then your workplace, and your community. We don't stop there, because beyond the community there's your country, and there's the world, and that's what Elle is interested to find out. What is environmental feng shui? Environmental feng shui is everything about the environment. You can say it, the ecosystem. Nowadays, whether it's within us or in our external environment, I call it a microenvironment. Is everything about us, our whole being, and our whole and what is related in our home, even a small space, our workspace. If you work in an office with a small desk, you can even feng shui that, because the whole idea is you maximize the potential of that particular space. And the environment is what is whether it's empowering us or disempowering us. My dad, who was my late father, who was a feng shui master, an expert in building homes in Hong Kong, and always compare that everybody is like a seed that we plant in the earth. And then if the environment is nurturing, if there's a wind, not too strong wind, not too much water, and not too dry, not too wet, not too strong, not too, it's, you can tell it's about a balanced, stable environment that we can, especially when we are young, we live in that kind of environment that is pertaining for our growth and development. So I would say the inner environment and the outer environment. And nowadays, well, I live in Alamo, California, and we always have this earthquake fear. And now, the last several years, again, we have this fire hazard, and it's all about the natural environment and how it came about. It's too dry. We don't have enough water. We don't have the kind of uh, 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 I think the balance in our state, and so uh, here we are. Uh, we are into several years of fire hazard, and that is the outer environment, and we are talking about climate change, and we are talking about melting of the polars, South Pole, North Pole ice, and it's believed that because of the uh, melting of the permafrost, the ice that has been in the our planet Earth for millions of years is now melting, and then it's releasing some microorganism that's been buried for a long time, but now is being exposed to our atmosphere. And we are talking about pandemics. We are talking about the new kind of virus. We don't know because of the um, uh, melting of the ice on a mountaintop, in the South Pole, North Pole, all the frozen. We are all being impacted, and that's environmental feng shui. It's not just about you yourself. It's about our connection with every environment. I call it the micro environment close to us, or the macro environment, which the big ecosystem involving so many other living matters, the animal kingdom, the vegetation kingdom, the plants, the rocks, everything work together in harmony. Feng Shui is really about having the environment that works for all.
It's all in balance. It's a balance of all things.
Is a balance, and it's also you heard of qi, right, Elle? Qi is about the life force. You can think of it as energy. It's about our air that we breathe in, um, and it is about inviting the positive qi, the beneficial qi, and and then deflect the negative qi, and this can be applied in the physical universe. It can be applied to our mental ecosystem. It is about everything, finances, relationship, whether it's relationship with our loved ones, our family, or with our friends, or in the community, and relationship with even people we don't know, because we are all interrelated.
That's so interesting. That's so interesting. But yeah, it makes sense. It makes when you said wind and water, I wanted to ask what you mean. But then when you started explaining, it's really about balance. But it's such an interesting subject. So how do you achieve that balance? I mean, I understand it's very abstract subject, right? Because it's not something that you can. I mean, you feel it, but it's different, and that's why it's interesting, I think. But how do you achieve that balance through using feng shui? If you can just share with us, how is it that you do it, or how you recommend to do it?
Well, as we all know, balance. Balance is equilibrium. It's not too much. So it's not too much wind. we talk about feng shui, right? So think of it this way: not too much wind, because then it becomes a hurricane, and not too little, then is not enough air, and we cannot survive without air. We will die in a matter of minutes. And then if you look at water, not too much water, it becomes floods and become destructive, right? And of course, without water, we will not live in a matter of days. So that is a very simple metaphor. But I do a lot of work for builders, new home builders. That's using the structure. Imagine your home and how you feng shui it from exterior into the interior. You look at the lights. The sunlight is not too dark. It's not too bright. That's why homes facing south. For us who live in the northern hemisphere, if we for the homes facing south, is always receiving a very gentle natural light. But for example, if your home is facing north, and it's usually very dark, and the wind coming from the north is cold, and so we end up living in a cold and uh, and and in a dark home. Um, so we also look at the airflow. We call it the flow of the qi. Whether so, for example, if your home is located in we call it the T intersection, like that, it's very vulnerable, because the path that's in front of your house really channel we call it the destructive and harmful qi, because when the energy travel on a straight line, and is very much stronger. But if the qi is travel on a gentle street, like for example, and it's like not as forceful as the air that is travel on a, straight line. I call it wind tunnel. Um, so those are the physical aspect of it, but it impact our mental aspect of it too. So, for example, if in one of my book, The Power of Feng Shui for Your Life, I would suggest that there's several ways that you can just simply um, feng shui your living environment. One is to clean. You have to have a clean environment. So there's no germs, or there's less, especially nowadays with the pandemic. So we are very conscious of sanitation and how to clean up when we come home, right? But on a regular basis. And then this another one is uncluttering our space, because we human beings, we love to accumulate physical objects, whether it's our clothing, our, even the painting behind me, and everything you can think of. We are human beings. We love that. But sometimes too many is it's like blocking the flow
Block
of the
energy.
yeah. And then we talk about the placement. Everything that we have, it should be placed properly. For example, the painting I have at my back is placed against a wall. It gives me a support, and it gives the ginseng, truth, goodness, beauty, the kind of the highest level of feng shui, which is the synergy of truth, goodness, beauty. So there's so much about feng shui that
Interesting.
yeah, and I have this. I wrote the Power of Feng Shui trilogy. I have the Power of Feng Shui for Builders, which is giving all the fundamentals.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and the
great.
and about the philosophy and how you can apply it in your life and in your physical environment. And the feng shui for your life is really about how you can apply it in your own personal life, your own space, your own environment, and a much bigger perspective of feng shui is the power of feng shui for green living. Uh, Feng
Mm.
Shui is very parallel to the sustainability. A sustainable environment is very Feng Shui, and Feng Shui is supporting a sustainable environment. And as we all know, uh, 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 the world is running out of resources, and we have this the change of climate due to many factors. And I would suggest everyone be aware of what's going on, be prepared, be alert, and you start with yourself, self care, and you do nature walk, you do exercise, you do meditation, you do to activate the chi from within, and of course you eat healthy food, you sleep well, and all those stuff from yourself. And then you connect yourself. Feng Shui is about connection,
Mhm.
connecting, whether it's the physical environment or with people in our life. And we always say that it's always good to connect with like-minded people or like-minded community. And for me, being a community advocate, I am committed to a sustainable world that works for all, and using the ancient wisdom of feng shui and apply it in our modern today's life, it really works so well together. It's really a good partnership, and so be aware. And for example, we have this fire hazard in California, in our Northern California, San Francisco Bay Area, and even I don't. I feel very sad, but I have to do some packing and then get ready in case the fire flare up. In the, I mean, it's real. So we connect our life to the environment that's a macro environment, and we always take care of ourselves first from our own well-being, from our heart. I would say feng shui help us to calm our heart and clear our mind so that we make good decisions.
Wow. Wow. That's beautiful. And I love your passion about it. I feel your passion. I hear your passion. I see your passion. Thank you so much. I learned a lot today. What is feng shui? And please let us know, let our viewers know, Marsha, how we can find you, how they can find you, how they can buy those books. And we will post in the comments as well after this live is over. We'll post links to Marsha's books. Feel free to get them, to educate yourself. It's an amazing subject. That it's amazing. I learned today, and just very interesting. But yeah, let us know, Marsha, how we can find you, how we can buy
Mhm.
the books.
And I also want to invite our viewers that the Women of the World Network is very good feng shui place organization to be with. We have members. All our members are very committed to the well-being of themselves and others. This is a great feng shui community.
Thank you, Marsha. It's great to have you as part of the community.
Thank you.
And how, I guess we'll post it in the comments how we can find you on social media, or your links to the website. We can post it in the comments.
You sit on the chat.
Yeah, we can post
Okay.
it in the chat and on Facebook. Unless you want to tell us how to find you, your links, or you want to just.
Oh,
Mhm.
I actually I'm already writing on the
Okay, perfect.
chat. It
Perfect.
is wind is wind water 8 number 8. So Windwater, one word, 888.com.
Okay. Great. So check out comments, guys. Check out the chat section here, the comment section, and then definitely check out this interesting subject of Feng Shui. And we are gonna be moving on to our Culture Connect in 10 minutes. For those of you who want to join us every Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific. We'll be talking about women in different cultures and money. So we'll see you there in 10 minutes. But thank you for joining us. Thank you for checking it out. Marsha, thank you for taking the time. And share with us your passion, your heart. Thank you, Marsha. I'll see you soon.
See you soon.